Okay. Simsatai. Oh, is our... I think, was Zoom the city that we did, like, way back when? We're in 2067. Oh yeah, look at this fucking, like, atrocity of a city. Every freaking tile is used because this is what we use to get, like, to, like, the super max population. Alright, that's cool. I'm glad it's still there. Well, I didn't mean to go all the way out. I hit the wrong button combination. I'm sorry. I was trying to soft reset. All right, start new city. All right, chat. Somebody give me a number between 000 and 999. That'll be the map we play on. 549. Let's see what kind of map we're working with. Oh, that's a bad map. That's a real bad map. You only get 2 A's. Oh yeah, this map sucks. I don't have a corner to dump pollution off of. No worries, no worries. All right, there is... So I've already done the Megalopolis playthrough. I did that, like, not too long ago. I guess it's been a couple years now. The highlight's still on the channel. I don't really want to do that again because it requires some really specific, like, meta building to really get there. And the city doesn't look cool, like, at all. Just to be honest. Like, you have to build efficiently and you have to destroy, like, if you ever get a school or a hospital, you got to destroy it because it doesn't count towards your population. There's very weird specific rules that you have to abide by, and that's cool to do once. Doing that again doesn't sound really fun to me. So we're just gonna, the win condition is going to be to fully develop this island. And whatever size we get to is the size that we get to. Capiche? Sound good? Sound fair? We're gonna have our own 3-mile island over here. Let's start with a little bit of residential. across the way there. I love how people want industry. It's not, nobody even lives here yet. The fuck you mean you want industry? Like, for real, we got a population of 0. We'll get you some industry. We'll get you some jobs. I need people here to work the jobs before we get too crazy. Before we get too crazy. And since we're not chasing, like, corporations or people too, that's the law, huh? You know, when you're right, you're right. Yeah, since we're not chasing like the meta builds or like anything like super crazy, I'm not an architect. I am not a civil engineer. I am not even creatively inclined, despite being a creator. But like, another thing in SimCity SNES that you do to just completely ignore traffic is you just do mass transit everywhere. So it's just trains, and it completely lets you ignore the traffic mechanic. But then all you have are railways everywhere. And that's also kind of silly. So I'm not going to do that either. I'll build railroads where they make sense, and I'll use roads elsewhere. Where should I put this? Where should I put the commercial district? Well, not the commercial district, the industrial park. I want it a little bit away from our little residential area right there. We'll stick it like along the coast. I gotta work within my squares here, so I don't have a whole lot of aesthetical luxury. Building the power lines over the water is really fucking expensive. So I'm kind of pissing away a lot of money here at the start, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares? We do be simming the city. We simming it up. I'm gonna put the commercial district over here by the water. Not even a little bit symmetrical. Oh yeah, look at all that connected power. I played SimCity 2000 on PC. 7%'s probably fine for taxes right now. We don't really have any expenditures. I could probably keep it 6, but Yeah, I played a good chunk of SimCity 2000 on PC. I think I've talked about this before. Like, one of my uncle's brothers, uncle by marriage, obviously. One of his brothers, when I was like in middle school, like late elementary, I was like 5th or 6th grade, gave me just like a big ass CD. I think I still have it. Media Zone laser line, like one of these fuckers. Like this is the exact one that he gave me. And it was just like full of random PC games. I've since lost all of them except for this beauty right here. Sierra, the Incredible Tune Machine. I played the fuck out of this game. I do not know, like this thing was full. Like every side, every slot that could hold a disc was full. It's completely empty except for the Incredible Tune Machine. I don't know what happened to all the others, but somehow across nearly 30 years, I have maintained the CD case and the Incredible Tune Machine. So that's cool, I think. Let's get some nice ocean view. We'll put a little park here too. Spruce up this area a little bit, make it nice. Can I put another residential down here? I can. Oh shit, these asshats can't get to work. I got too caught up in my own nostalgia. Kind of forgot to build roads. Oops. Yay! Population of more than 2,000 people. Congratulations, your village has become a town. Placing residential zones, industrial zones, and commercial zones in balanced numbers will help your city to grow. And the music evolves. Where would you like to build your own house? Do you want to live near the residents of your city, or do you want to build your house in a secluded area away from the congestion? Remember, another election is just around the corner. Well, fortunately, I can't be fired. My population's about to fucking explode. I can't believe I forgot to build roads, dude. That's so funny. We're gonna put park over here because it'll help with pollutionary concerns. You built Juneau, Alaska. Pretty much. Yeah, we're gonna definitely, because we're gonna have a pollution problem if we don't. Invest in a heavy amount of park. RCI chart wants a lot more residential, but the biggest thing is I don't want to use any donut blocks. Donut blocks are ugly and stupid. Favorite part of SimCity 2000 was where I had the pre-built metropolises and you could just destroy them. 8-year-old me was a fun kid. You can kind of do that in this one too. There's the scenario modes where it's like, this is, you're in Chicago right before the Chicago wildfires. You have 6 months and your entire city is going to burn to the ground. Just deal with that as best you can. There's those little like scenarios and things, which are pretty cool. Something like that. Get like a little connection going there. Good Lord, those have developed into high rises with a quickness. Convert like have like a little like just dedicated like park area right here. The Great Chicago Fire was started by a cow. That is amazing. Oh God, I have made like the worst intersection of all time there. People are gonna die. Let's just Let's fix that real quick. My bad. Kicked over a lantern in a barn. That's like something out of Looney Tunes, man. We are still money positive. Yay! Traffic jam. Oh, nar. (1971) was a wild time. So I'm gonna put a police station like here. (1871), 1971, it's all the same shit. Extend this road out some. Yeah, there we go. I like that dedicated greenery area there. That's nice. It's nice and I like it. Yeah, I guess we're big chillin' right now. Is it voice? I have a 56% approval rate. Housing costs are high, unemployment's high, taxes. Crime. What's the crime hotbed? Let me see the. No, not graph. I forgot how to check this. Map, maybe. Yeah, where's the crime hot seat? Crime rate. Right there. Oh, okay. We'll put a police station somewhere. I want to put it in the greenery area, though, is the only thing. We do need some police coverage, though. Oh, I can't put it there. Whoa! City, population of more than 10,000 people. Congratulations, your town has become a city. Solve any transportation dilemmas and reduce the crime rate to keep your citizens happy and the city growing. Ah, yeah. I hate it, but I gotta put a police department like right there. It's the best place for it. It'll help with this little crime hotbed that we have here. PlayStation. Traffic jam. That's like right there, isn't it? Like, let me check my graph. Is it this to check for traffic? That's just a road map. Oh, it's probably the car, huh? Traffic density. It's not that bad, you wieners. It's a little congested, like right here, but like, what do you want? What do you want me to do? Take the other road. It's an hour and a half longer to get to work, but it's less congested. Ain't nobody driving on it. It's a bypass. See, this guy gets it. I'm gonna put some park here. I gotta build my, like, mayor house somewhere. So what you're supposed to do, because it's a prize building, again, I'll go over like the meta. I'm not gonna do the meta, but I will explain it. What prize buildings do is they elevate the value of all of the adjacent squares. So you can use it to get a real big jump on like your residential or your commercial zones by like putting it smack dab in the middle. And that's why you do what's called donut blocks, where you like quite literally like build a square donut with an open spot in the middle. And then you put a prize building in the middle of that donut, and so that way you get maximum adjacent efficiency, but it looks so ugly. Again, I hate it. So, it's my house. I'm putting it on this fucking deserted island. Y'all can eat shit. And I'm covering it in park. Yeah, we're good, I think. Yeah, we'll go with the figures for now. Now I just need to... Private island with private park, you know it. Gotta run power lines to my house. Give you guys another connection here. I'm not doing anything else with my park area, though. You guys just have to deal with it. Sucks to suck. Gotta build the road first. Okay. We'll get it ironed out in a minute. There. We'll just slap a little bit of park here and there. Help with pollution, you know. More commercial, they says. More commercial, more industrial. Well, why don't you build up what I have given you, and then we will determine if what you are saying is true. I will give you one commercial. And one industrial. Do something with those, and then we'll see. Dude, these residential over here are popping off. We've got 2 fused residential zones. That's awesome. We're in year 4. It's 1904. They have some pretty impressive electrical infrastructure for 1904. I mean, we invested early into nuclear power. I think that's taken us some places. Everybody else in 1904 just didn't have the foresight, you know? They didn't believe like I believed. Oh my god, demand for residential's spiking like crazy. Holy crap. We need houses. It's the timeline where Edison didn't steal Tesla's science and the government didn't kill him. I don't know. I don't think there's a limit. Like, I definitely have playthroughs that are like well into the 2000s. So like, I think the file that I booted up like at the start was in the year like 2094 or something like that. Nobody questions how the mayor is up for his bicentennial election, but he is. We are having just like the craziest population surge. Holy crap. See, like in a efficient playthrough, because this residential turned into a hospital, it's a dummy block. This actually doesn't contribute to population growth at all, and it just wastes of space. There's just a random chance that it'll happen. So like in a efficient playthrough, you would actually want to bulldoze this and put it down another residential to try and make it not a hospital. In the PC version of the game, demolishing hospitals increases the likelihood of natural disasters happening. That is not the case in the Super Nintendo version. So you're kind of free to demolish at will. I wish these two would develop, do something. What do the people think of me? Oh. You get the sad music when the public opinion dips further into no than yes. Housing costs. The people yearn for low-income housing. Missed the R-Type. You did. Was good, though. It was big fun. How dare you? Game so hard. Not when you play on the baby mode. Let's do like a little strip of some kind of like close to the industrial, so it'll stay like low rent. Might help these industry here develop too, since they just like refuse to do anything. Oh, Willard, actually, I'm glad that you're here. As a coffee enthusiast, when I went to Japan, I got horrendously addicted to this coffee company called Boss Coffee, because you could get it literally every 3 feet because there's just that many vending machines in Japan. And it's kind of difficult to obtain in the States. You can order it on Amazon, but it's like ridiculously overpriced. But I happened to go to my local Asian market, and while I was riffling about in the coffee section, I found it. And I have been stocking up on my favorite coffee. I am a big fan of the Rainbow Mountain Blend. Where's the sip redemption? I can't steal your thunder. That's your thing. People would call me out for plagiarism. I gotta have at least a couple of original ideas in my head. But yeah, if you're ever at your local Asian market, check for Boss Coffee. It's very good. It's very, very good. They did an ad campaign with Tommy Lee Jones. It's a Japanese coffee. It's a Japanese ad. For some reason, they did an ad campaign with Tommy Lee Jones. Check at the Piggly Wiggly and then give up. You could do that too, I suppose. You want more commercial, you want more industry. Tommy Lee Jones needs money too. I think he's got plenty. Just, you know, keeping it $1.50. I don't think he's hurting for cash. How's our crime rate doing? I figured it was gonna get bad there, and then it's getting bad up here too. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see. Police department there. I guess they need one, like, beach police. Oh, and with that there, I can actually just do away with that and then put a connector right here. They're called lifeguards. You got me there. When you're right, you're right. Sometimes. Sometimes when you're right, you're wrong. Oh. Police station ain't got no power. Oh my. Traffic's getting a little nasty, huh? What if we just like built just a connection there? Just a inadequate rail system. Where do they want a railway? I'm building roads. Dang it. don't even see like where it would make sense to put a railway. God, traffic is getting really bad right there, though. I don't want to touch my park area, though. Sorry, little ants, you're just gonna have to deal with it, I'm afraid. Oh, let's put some rich bitch housing up here. For the coastal elite. Oh, we're bringing in the dollary dues now. All right. We'll get you some power in a minute. Chill out. I'm probably not too far off from needing another power plant, so I probably should cool the jets for a bit. And you know what? The coastal elite, they take trains. Residents demand a stadium. Well, who am I? Who am I to deny them a football stadium? They're kind of expensive though, aren't they? $3,000, that'll break me. But I think all progress halts until I build it. All right, you have a stadium. SimCity savings and loan. I think I'm good. You gotta take a train to get to the stadium. It's probably worth it to build the bank anyways, even if I don't take out the loan. I think it's probably worth it to have. There we go. Your payments will be $500 a year for the next 21 years. We will consider it. Oh, I guess those aren't considered connected, so that's why those don't have like any power at all. That should daisy chain. Oh, except here. Now it should all daisy chain. Yeah, there we go. It's all according to Keikaku. Now I have $593 to my name. I'm gonna have to pump the brakes on land development for a bit. Game speed, fast. How much do the people hate me? Hey, you know, we're getting close to... We're getting close to 50-50. Traffic, man, they are mad as hell about traffic. Traffic and taxes. Isn't that just like every city ever, though? Like, come on, guys. Traffic jam. I could take out a loan, but let me keep building for a bit. Hey, a zoo! We like a zoo. Zoo can go right here. Crowd was hyped for the zoo. When we get a park, I want to put it right here. You get the park gift after you build like so many like tiles of park. Yeah, we're still rolling it in pretty good. I will drop the taxes down to 6% just to try and recoup some of my my popularity. Put some park there. Replace the roads with mass transit lines, and they really, really want me to just like convert You invented nuclear power before 1903. I think that should get you to at least 60%. That's what I'm saying. So ungrateful. Let's have like this like little isthmus covered in greenery. Dang, RCI is off the charts. They want it all. And they want it now. Where do we want to put the new residential area? We need to keep the low-cost housing over here. We got rich bitch housing up here. And of course, down here turned into rich bitch housing, and I wasn't even really trying. It just kind of happened. Citizens demand a fire department. You know... All right. I can see how that would be useful. You may have an fire department. I feel like they shouldn't need to ask. I mean, there haven't been any fires. Why would we need a whole department for it? Just handle your own shit. No reported fires because everyone burned to dust. Hey! You know? It never hit my desk. Doesn't matter. Let's build up around like this, like, megaplex that I got going here. That should daisy chain. Yeah, it does. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're still doing fine at 6%. Even with the new city expenditures. Hey! Positive approval rating! Nice. Traffic. They're really, really mad at the traffic situation. People living in this district, you will experience a brief blackout while we replace the roads with railroads. All right, crime rate's real bad right here. Carolina Panthers signed Kenny Pickett to a 1-year deal worth up to $7.5 million, $4 million guaranteed. Sheesh. You know, if there's a bright side to the Tua deal, it is a 1-year deal. I'm still not entirely sure why we did it. So I'm just having to look at the positives for now. Seems like one of those like prove it deals, you know what I mean? Goodness. They want more commercial, they want more industry. They want an orange Julius. They want a bananas Foster. Large park. That's what I wanted. The Titans signed Mitch Trubisky. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plans out for him. I'm not entirely sure why the park needs power, but it's got it. Well, I'm almost at $1 dues. All right, we have some mons now. Some mons upon which I can build park. Got huge demand for commercial. What is this? The people.
SimCity.
It said it right. I was like, how is the TTS gonna pronounce this? Thanks for 26 months, Fana. How you doing, bud? Of course. Wouldn't be much of a streamer if I didn't ask. Oh, they want some industrial. They crave the industry. Let's stick some industry up here, shall we? Fuck. Oh, I have $97. Well, we will, we'll wait till next year to power those industrial plants. In the meantime, how's everyone's day? Anybody do anything exciting today? Anything fun? Eat anything delicious? Play any fun video games? Reminisce with an old friend? Find your favorite Japanese coffee? Ate soup? Hell yeah, that's a Monday right there. Put those in the books. What kind of soup? Give me the deets. Chicken, mushroom, and bok choy. Nice. Bok choy is an excellent decision. Criminally underutilized vegetable in Western culinary recipes, anyways. We like the bok choy. We likes it. Keys made, swept floors, hung a shower rod. Nice. Productive. Alright, we are perfect on commercial. We need a lot of residential. And industry be popping, yo. Industry is popping. Where do we want to put some residentials? Here seems fine. Oh, I'm out of money. Trick is to roast the leaves so they get crispy and then crumble the leaves into the broth while it's cooking. So much flavor. Ooh. Ooh, the tech. Jot that down. That is some tech right there. My mans can make a soup. What'd you make the broth with? I know you need more residential and industrial zones. I have $8. Give me your taxes. I guess I could take out a loan. Made a vegetable stock from some onions, celery, carrot. What timing?
Holy crap, another big year. Super Mario 64, the start of Pokemon, RE1, Kirby Superstar, Crash, Super Mario RPG, Mario Kart 64, Diablo 1, Pajama Sam, even Blood Omen.
That's like 10 video games in 1 year. 1996 was popping off. Dude, the 90s are fucking wild. Like 96, 97, 98, and 99. Like, look at the games released in those years and you're like, how did we ever play them all? And the answer is, we didn't. Thanks for the 96 monthers, Z. Big appreciate, dude. Can only look when you get a resub. I'll have to stay tuned for next month. That's how it goes. I got dollary dues now, so I can build things and stuff. And stuff and things, even. Have some across the railway neighbors. Especially since you became a hopsicle. I didn't want you to become a hopsicle. You get a lot of juice out of one nuclear plant. Like, the fact that coal is even in the game is like, almost feels like a noob trap. It's $2,000 more, which, yeah, that sucks at the beginning of the game, but you get like 3 coal power plants worth out of it. With less pollution. Same can be said of the actual world, you know? We're still in the green, even with paying back a loan. We are still in the green. Oh my God, we could build an airport. We have enough cash in the bank to build an airport. Sheesh. Definitely don't need to do that. Not yet, anyways. I don't like building airports until it's like mandatory. Forever calling coal a noob trap. There you go. Get some real civil debates going that way. God, they want everything. Oh my God. Daddy, chill. Building parks. Usually wait for commercial air travel to be invented before building multiple airports. It's usually a good idea, yeah. But sometimes it pays to be prepared, you know? We had nuclear energy. We had a full functioning nuclear power plant in 1903, so I mean, just going ahead and ripping off the Band-Aid and building a couple of airlines doesn't seem like the worst plan. Oh boy! Capitala! Population of more than 50,000 people. Congratulations, your city has become a capital! All eyes are on you, so it's time to show your stuff, build airports and seaports, and improve your commercial and industrial zones. Always. Give me my song back. New song? New song, who dis? me the gifts. Thank you. Now let me listen to my song, please. Oh my fuck. Stop it! Stop it! I want to listen to the capital song. Do, 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 do. Another hopsicle. I want hopsicles. I'm not gonna demodome them though. I'm not gonna demolish them. We'll leave them. We can have some hospitals. Have a couple hospitals, okay? They still want everything. I feel like my RCI is lying to me, but they have no real reason to lie to me, so I don't know why I'm saying that. Let's park down. Good night, Leia. You little munchkin. Tell me I have an inadequate railway system, I'll inadequate you. We can put some park there. I like building park. Swimming over to these islands, just planting grass and grass, seed, and trees. Yeah, we still making money. We still making money. Oh, all right. How do the people like me? Yeah! Approval rating! Woo! Man, they're mad as hell about housing cost. As if I had any control over that. There's not a slider for how much your rent is, dog. I can't control that. Too real, man. Yeah, I guess you're right. Have some more. Draft an executive order to round up the landlords. All right, I think I can handle that. Even 113 years, nothing changed. Land never changes. I can't fit another residential, so you just get to have some park. You know what else you get? You get some, you guys are gonna have some baller ass backyards, because I'm literally just building park all behind here. only people who would disapprove would be the landlords, and they won't be an issue anymore. I like how you think. Commercial. Dude, that industrial zone popped off. Okay. Oh no. Commerce requires an airport. Really a good leader if you don't have a suspiciously high approval rating. I got to build an airport. No. I don't want to build an airport. Amusement park or casino? Amusement park will attract people to the nearby zones, while the casino will bring more money to the city. It also brings a lot of crime. I almost always take the park. The amusement park, that is. There we go. Amusement park. Yeah, I'm gonna be at a lock until I build that airport. Like, it's not gonna let me progress any further. My RCI meters will just deadlock. Like, I'm surprised that it still wants me to build industry. But airports are real expensive. That's basically all I'm gonna be able to build next year. So we just gotta eat this one. Yeah, well, actually, because that hit at such a really inopportune time, I'm actually probably gonna take a population hit because I have to just sit here and wait until I can build it so they'll shut up. This is the one time that I absolutely will kind of abuse a gameplay mechanic. I will build the airport because I actually have to. Like I said, like, development will just cease until I build that airport and shut them up. But again, this is why I wait till I absolutely have to build an airport. But I'm going to stick it over here in the corner. Hopefully I can squeeze it on this island. They're big, so I don't think I'll actually be able to put it here. So I'll probably have to like put it here. And I'm not gonna run any power to it. It'll be built, that will mark the box. The people will shut up about it. It will never get power and it will never fly. It's like the one like little cheese thing that I will allow myself. Because dealing with plane crashes is fucking annoying. Oh no, we didn't make enough money. Unfortunate, short by 3 hundo. We gotta go a whole nother year. Gotta go a whole year without building anything. Dang, should have made the casino, huh? Oops. I think the casino would have only brought in an extra 100. I can't remember if it's 100 or 300. If it was 300, it actually would have like put me there, but I think it's only an extra 100. It's an extra $100 to your P&L report, but like it brings a whole bunch of crime. Like you have to like put 3 police departments around it, and it basically what you pay in the upkeep for the police department. Like you don't really like gain any money, I don't think. How much do they hate me? I bet I've lost my approval rating because... Nope, I'm still there. They're just real mad about traffic and housing costs. What else is new? I'm just happy I've maintained a positive approval rating for like the majority of this playthrough. I know nothing Super Mondo Omega exciting is happening. But I hope you guys are enjoying the nice chill, kind of brain off playthrough for a little bit. We've had a couple of doozies on this list, so it's nice to just chill. I've had some really busy ass weeks too, so this is actually like really refreshing for me as well. Highest approval rating I've ever gotten it to be, I think 75% was like 75 or 80, I think was the highest I've ever gotten the approval rating. I had so much money that I turned taxes off, and there were no roads. It was all railways. It was a 100% railway city with no taxes. And like a police department like every 3 feet. Whole city was just cops taking laps on the train with no taxes, baby. They loved that shit. Give me the tax money. Money, money, money. Nice. All right. I'm gonna be fucking broke again, but... Oh yeah, way too big for the island. Funk. That takes up so much space. Fly into town and then get in a boat. You won't even be able to fly into this one. It will be inactive for all of time. I got 1,000 Dolgers. I can put down a little bit of industry. Airport 50 miles outside of town. What is this, New Orleans? Dude, if I can get, what's his name, Brian May to visit my city? I'd be happy. I'd be a content mayor. James May. All right, it was something. Got his last name right. Now I'm out of dollars. Brian May's guitarist for The Who. See, that makes sense that I would know the music and not the Top Gear guy. I'm still taking it as a victory in my book. We still have a whole lot of island left to develop. Holy crap. It should be the last of our... Oh no, they're going to want a seaport at some point. We'll just not worry about that for a while. Got an airport before a port for ships. And considering that this entire city is built on an island, real weird, huh? How did people even get here? This was a whole ass just empty island in the middle of the ocean. I just like nuclear plant. Bam. Oh, fuck me. All right, sure. Fortunately, that's the last, like, roadblock. What I've got, an airport, a seaport, and a stadium. You don't really have, like, any, like, city refuses to grow until you build this kind of stuff anymore, which is nice. I don't think the seaports are as expensive. I know they're still expensive, but I don't think they're as expensive. Frequent traffic jams reported. Let's actually take a look at the map. Let's see how we're doing with things like that. Crime. Oh my lord, it's a murder capital up here. Oops. Well. Yeah, traffic's real bad right there. Real bad. I could turn it into... Can I build tracks on top of the road? I can. It doesn't really make any sense. horrible. I know you guys have had rolling blackouts for 2 months while I replaced all of the road with railway. But I assure you, we will get you back online. Dude, SNES SimCity fucks. This game is awesome. It's actually my favorite SimCity. It was super early SNES too, like pretty close to launch. It was like 93 or something like that. It was really early. SimCity 2000 is also on SNES and it's hot shit. That game is bad. It's real bad. Just realized that railway wasn't even connected. That's $2,000. Is that enough? No, it is not. I gotta deal with that crime though. Where were the real bad spots? I know it was up top, but I don't remember what the nastiness. Oh God, Jesus, yeah, it fucking. Oh, we got Chirac up here. That's not doing anything, so let's stick a police department here. That should help there, and then a police headquarters. All right, I mean, if you're gonna give it to me. Yeah, let's put it right there. Police headquarters have a bigger radius of effectiveness. Yes, I understand. Industry needs a seaport. They will get one when I can afford it. Right now, I need to prevent you hooligans from murdering each other. Or at least slow it down. Oh. A little pollution control to add some park around these these fucking steel mills vomiting pollution into the ocean. Also, we don't have a single source of fresh water, like anywhere. I'm noticing. Hey, this is just all ocean. There's no fresh water like here at all. How do we have 60,000 people? Living on an island with no fresh water? The rich bitch oceanfront properties did not take off at all. They're slums over here. Kind of rude, TBH. I don't want any disasters. Game speed's at max. Can I take out another loan? Too far in debt to get another loan. Come back, and this is when you get your head above water. So I still owe 15 years on my loan. I was hoping I could double dip. Could I take out another $10,000 loan and just pay you back $1,000 a month? Yes, I understand you require a seaport. Chillax. How's our approval rating? Aw, nuts. Hey, we fixed traffic. Traffic's not even on the board anymore. They're mad as hell about taxes, though. A 6% tax rate? Y'all are that mad? Come on. Housing costs, whatever. Crime. I'm working on it, all right? Kinda. Not like tremendously. Effort is being put in. Good Lord. Okay, I see. Y'all are getting shot on the way to work. I guess it's okay to be a little upset about that. It made Memphis if it was an island. They're not gonna like this one. That's what we gotta do. I love our train cops. All aboard the police train. Choo choo. Stop fussing at me about the seaport. It's gonna be like another 2 years before I can build one. Alright, how's crime looking now? Oh, we're good. We're golden. Okay, there's like one danger area over here that I can't really do much with. So I'm now realizing that's kind of that's the biggest issue about building the industry like on the waters. It makes it hard to get good police coverage. This should actually probably be here. And you know what? I think that's what I'm gonna do because that residential's not building anyways. So this will just be better. And then we'll try again. Let's flip-flop the positions. Yeah, that should... Crime has been solved, thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. A library? Yeah, we'll put a library down. It's a free building. What's struggling? Up here, funny enough. Stick the library there. I'm probably gonna need to put another nuclear plant down soon as well. And I think I'm gonna stick it right here. And then I'll probably just like industry up this so we've got the police department. We'll just utilize its radius as best we can. That should keep things nice and simple. Yeah, that RCI is gonna stay locked until I build that seaport because they won't shut up about it. I'm liking seeing so many of the double plots. That's in this game. This is the best property that you can have. Like it has reached the peak. When two adjacent squares of the same type, whether it be commercial or residential, I don't think industry can do it, but commercial and residential, if you got two side by side and they both hit the top level, there's a chance that they will fuse together to make the ultimate space. And that's what these are. So these two square ones have fused together. So that is the best, like the highest value spot that you can get. That's the high rise the Jeffersons moved to. Yep. After they finally got a piece of the pie. Hey, 51% is a majority. Still gotta just sit and wait though. I won't be able to make any significant city progress until I build that seaport. Just how the game works, unfortunately. I wish I could take out another loan. Man, y'all want industry real bad. Real bad. Unfortunately, my hands is tied. At least my wallet, anyways. Where are we gonna put our derelict seaport? Right beside the non-functional airport. Seems like a good place for it. I wonder if that'll fit on this island. It might. I don't think the seaport's as big as the airport. So I might be able to squeak it on this silly little island here. I just want to get back to building stuff. But I gotta save my money. It's why a really fun thing to do if you're just like wanting to fuck around with SimCity. There's a money cheat that you can do. I think it's an underflow glitch is actually what it is, and less of a cheat and more of like an underflow glitch that you can do in the first year. To give yourself just a shitload of cash starting out. Damn. 3 grand is still not enough. So it's either 4,000 or 5,000. Stadium's 3,000. All right. Another year on the turlet, as they says. I don't know who they is or why they be saying that. And I know, I just know, I know. Once I build this seaport, I'm gonna get the rolling brownouts notification. And I'm gonna need to save up another 5,000 to put the power plant down. Whoa, what a jump! 69% public opinion. Naturally, nice. We big shrimping now. If I just had the cash to build the stupid seaport. Honestly, building the seaport will probably like absolutely just like launch us into the stratosphere. We'll probably hit Metropolis like within a year or two after building it. With so much space to build stuff. It's gonna get more complicated though, because I've like built around the outskirts. I'm gonna have to start like working on the interior. That's gonna be a nightmare. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Do 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 do. I got a good feeling. I think we're gonna get enough out of this yearly payday to finally put down the seaport. I believe. I believe. Roll over to the new year. Come on. 1921 is our year. 1921 is our year. That was a big surge of cash. Collected $3 grand in taxes. Not bad. Bam! How much is it? Oh, it's 5,000. Whew! Well, we'll build the seaport, and that's all we get to do this year. I hope Yins is happy. We can build an expo! I think that's good around industrial zones. Yay, park. I have $3. How's everywhere else looking? This didn't develop for shit. The library didn't really help up here either. I almost wonder if I should demo them and try again. We run in this city on that frat house budget. Pool money for beer, live off $10 for the rest of the year. Pretty much, pretty much. They wouldn't stop yelling at me that they wanted a seaport, and it was 5,000 frickin' dollars. All right, we're back down to 58%, but those the problems are like coming down. Housing costs, taxes, pollution, crime. It's kind of fuck all you can do about pollution. The best strategy for pollution control in this game A is don't play on an island map. Because what you can do is you can build like highly polluted things like industrial zones and power plants and stuff like that. You can put them literally on the edge of the map. So that way, because they build pollution in a radius, and anything that goes off the map is just not even considered. It's just kicked out. So it's not like the building itself puts out a set amount of pollution, it puts out a radius. So if you put a big pollution center in the dead corner of the map, you cut its pollution rate in half. Just because half of it's literally, out of bounds. Which, obviously good for airports, seaports, power plants, shit like that. You can just punt half of it at least off the map and not even worry about it. I forget what it is for capitals. Is it 65,000? 100,000? It might be 100,000. Is it 65,000? 100,000? It might be 100,000 now that I think about it. Okay, we got a little bit of shmoney to play with. Not a ton, but we got a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that area open for another nuclear plant. And next order of business, I think I'm gonna put some more housing down here around the industrial to try and keep the housing costs down, just to placate that crowd a little bit. We got a lot of interior to work with though. So I know. Like the like dead middle, like the downtown, I guess, of the island. Whatever. That's just gonna be expensive. Those will be high rises most likely. Just because they're gonna be so close to like commercial zones and stuff. That RCI is climbing though. We like it. We like it. We like it. We like it. After being at a freaking standstill because of the seaport for so long, it's nice to see the bars climbing back up again. Hello. You popping in to say hey, or are you headed home soon? Didn't mean to punch the mic there. Sorry. Sorry. Let's save over Snur. No, you know what? Zoom sucked. Let's save over Zoom. You can only have 2 cities saved. Unfortunate. Dims the brakes. Oh yeah, everything's in demand now. Look at that. They want residential, they want commercial, they want industry. They want to expand, grow, expand, explode. Okay, there's a little bit of wiggle room now. Connect that there. There's a lot of commercial there. Let's stick some commercial over here. This junction, this looks awful. Wait, come up 1, maybe 2, then over. Yeah, I guess that's how it's gonna have to be. Let's scoot it over 1. Let's get rid of that. And then I can put that there. That's got a little loop. The water tiles always look a little silly, but as far as I know, they work. They're not super aesthetic, but they get the job done. They do what they're all supposed to do. Not much more, but they do what they're all supposed to. I guess you guys would want some power, huh? I guess you can have some power as a treat. There it is. I knew it. The brownouts. I can feel it. I could feel the brown. Felt down deep inside that the brown was coming. That's gonna kneecap my population growth right as it was starting to take off. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. That's all that it is. It's Popeye the Sailor Man. Brownouts, oh God, we've made Texas. The national island of Texas. The funny thing is I don't think you even need to actually like connect additional power plants to the grid. It just, you just have to have another one. I will connect it just because it feels weird not to, but I don't think you actually have to. I think you just have to connect one to the power grid. And that's all it really checks for. I think like when it requests additional power plants, I don't think they actually have to be connected to the grid. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I think that's how it works. All right, you're gonna have to make it to 1925 before I can build you another nuclear power plant. Deal with the brown for now. We will fix your brown in 1925. $1924 is unfortunately going to be a shitty year for y'all. Actually, I'm on crack. That will not. I could build a coal plant, but we've talked about that. It's just a really bad idea. Yeah, I only brought in like, I don't know where I was thinking that I would get like $1,200 in tax revenue. I only made like 900 last year. In profit, that is. Gotta get to. We'll see what our profit looks like going into 25. Hopefully it's not. Doesn't take too long to get the 5K we need. We still broke 70,000, which is wild. Usually when you've got the brownout problems, like your population just won't increase, but we're still on a steady incline. That's bizarre to me. And as a reminder, I've done the 500,000 city thing before on this channel. Not doing that again as my win condition. It'll be next year. Unfortunate. We're $200 short. Not even. We're like $102 short. That's okay. It'll give us a little bit of a buffer. 26, I promise. It'll happen in 26. I know I said 25. I didn't mean it. Now I mean it. 26. We will get you power. My win con for this is just to fully develop the island. And whatever we get to is what we get to. I think it's inevitable that we will hit Metropolis, because it looks like that's going to happen even before I put the last tile down. So this just gonna be chill, relaxed win con. The 500,000 win con is we've done it. It's a little obnoxious and requires some pretty specific setup to pull off reliably. Like, I know you can do it through alternative means, but it's difficult, and I'd rather just have fun in the great city of Damon. We're almost there. This is the wildest game of hurry up and wait. The best part is, we're gonna get this money, we're gonna spend it, and we're gonna be broke again. Then we're gonna be right back to doing this. But the people, they will have the power. So we've had rolling brownouts for 3 years. What do they think of me? It is the highest that my approval has been. The city has not had enough power to supply to all of its residents for 3 years. It is the highest public opinion that I have had. Whoops. Show me the money. Show me the money. Yeah. Hey, and we got a little wiggle room. That's nice. Nuclear power. Okay, you guys are good on industry, huh? You just want, you need houses. Good Lord. Houses ye shall have. Hear ye, hear ye. I provide thee with homes. I suppose you're gonna want jobs to go with those homes too, huh? Well, that's too damn bad. Let's have like a whole just interior row here of houses. You guys should be getting power. Why are you not getting power? Oh, it was just... Took a little bit to jostle. Amusement park or casino? We'll build the casino. Why not? We need to put it right next to a police department, though. Spring has sprung. Silly Gorl. Let's go gambling. Spring, it goes sproing. Don't worry, I'm sure it's gonna be cold as shit by like next week. You know how it go. You know how it be. This is like fake spring 1 of like 3.
I'm in danger.
Surely not. We call this the first fake spring. We still have 5 more. Minimum. Minimum. And they're all named after fruit for some reason. Because I guess that's all we can think about here in the South. Still a huge ass demand for residential, which is insane to me because I just built giant rows of houses. Who am I to deny the people what they want? Just another like wild ass interior. Oh fuck. Interior of residential. developing, so they were not kidding. You guys wanted a place to live. All right, I see. I understand. I suppose you're going to be wanting some gerbs to go along with it, huh? All right, well, you're going to have to wait till next year. I could put down a few industrial, but kind of want to see how this all shakes out first. Besides, I got some room to build a park here. When I can build park, I will build park. Like that. House but no job but no tree. I'm building tree. Building tree right now? That's what I was just saying. She that hath an ear, let her hear the words that come out of my mouth. There are trains. We're about like 25% road, 75% train. I was gonna do all roads, but then the game wouldn't stop screaming at me. We hate traffic, we hate traffic. And I was like, oh, right, that's why you exclusively build with railways in this game. I didn't want to do it. The game yelled at me until I did it. And here we is. Now we just have like this really segmented strip of road that goes to like nowhere and doesn't really connect to anything and kind of looks awful now. But you know, don't ya know? That's all Gucci. Alright, we have met the residential need, it looks like. Huge demand for commercial and industrial, though. I'm happy to oblige. I am happy to Mary J. Blige. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, now it's saying we got too much residential. We built too many houses, chat. They were like, rah, build us houses. And then I built them houses, and they were like, no, not like that. Take them away. We don't want them. Oh God, you made 2008. What have I done? I learned nothing. large park. We'll stick it right there. And we'll give it power for some reason. Don't really understand that one, not gonna lie. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's okay, it can stay. You can have a little industry as a treat. Happy little accident industries. Put some track down that exploded in value. Let's put a Walmart by the park. This is what shape your city starts to take when you have no idea what you're doing in terms of layout. Like, obviously I know how to play the game, but you have like no plan of action for how to actually develop your city, and you just start placing shit everywhere. We're having a population surge, though. We might break 80K before the year's out. We broke 80K. And still climbing rather rapidly. Give me your tax money. Give me your money. Okay. We're gonna stick a happy little police department right there. Oh my god. I have realized this is not actually touching here. That's why this commerce isn't doing anything, because nobody can go there. We fixed it. Yay. Yeah, every square needs at least one piece of transportation touching it, whether it be a railway or a road, like something. It has to touch one square for it to be active. That was a lot of dollars we just spent. A train station! I don't have enough money to build the train station. I will build it though. We'll stick it like here. Oh yeah, we're about to have another population boom. Look at that RCI graph. They want everything. They're like, gimme. There's not a whole lot of open island left. $90K. We're ripping. %63 approval. Pollution's the biggest thing now. You know. Whatever. Wah, there's so much smog that I can't breathe, and I'm coughing up this weird black ichor. Meh. You wanted to live in the big city, baby. It comes with a cost. Sister City affiliation. A windmill has been sent from Amsterdam in remembrance of our Sister City affiliation. Why are we sister cities with Amsterdam? We're an island in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Why are we a sister city with Amsterdam? Escúchame, por favor? There's some shmoney. We got prisons to build. Bushika. There's our windmill. Thanks, Amsterdam. And this is the train station, right? Big old big train station. Makes sense that it would go there. Look at all those connecting trains. And none power. There we go. Now it has power. Or it should anyways. How about some commerce? Commerce sound cool? Commerce is POG, right? Mercantilism. What if you do like a couple of little pockets of commerce? That could be cool. Oh, we got some park we can backfill. Land development. Dang, we need some more houses. We need some more everything. Good Lord. I cannot meet the demands. I haven't checked our crime graph in a minute. I'm almost scared. Ooh, Nelly! Yeah, right there is a freaking disaster pit. Okay. Alright, that tracks right there is bad, and right here is bad. Okay. I don't know what I can do about that. Not without some demolition. Here's a real easy fix because this... Yeah, we got Slumtown, USA. That's not really accomplishing much. We're just gonna go ahead and nuke it. Future home of the police department in Slum City. Which is wild because there's a station right here. Let me make sure I'm looking at the graph correctly. Yeah, it is right there. Okay. Yeah, because there's a department here and a department here. That's weird that this is like such a hotbed. Don't make no sense to me, buddy. Oh, crap. Tomorrow's Mario Day. I forgot. We are so tantalizingly close to 100K. Oh, we hit it. No, denied. 40 people, come on. There we got it. Metropolis, population of more than 100,000 people. Congratulations, your capital has become a metropolis. You have a bright future ahead of you as a politician. Let's keep going. Unfortunately, my least favorite song. It's the one that you hear the longest because this is the biggest stretch. Between 100,000 and 500,000 is the longest stretch of SimCity, usually. Like, the song's fine, it just kind of gets grating after a while. It's a little bombastic. Goal is to blanket the island, yeah. The soft goal was to get to 100,000, so that's check mark. I'm going for check mark plus, which is just to cover the last little bit of island, because there's not that much left. So. Yeah, fuck those trees. Yeah, we have achieved WinCon, I believe. Well, you know what? We're just gonna leave that space open. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I have plans. Sure, whatever. Oh, you do not have power? There you go. Have power. Yeah, let's do something goofy like that. Just something a little cheeky, you know? Just get a little cheeky with it. If you can build park, you must build park. We should be getting some fat paydays now. 107,000 people getting taxed at 6% that I've kept it at basically the whole game. I thought about dipping it to 5% just to get my approval rating up a little bit, but I was like, nah, it'd be all right. Crime. They're still mad about crime, huh? Yeah, this is just a wretched hive of scum and villainy up here, apparently. How much is it for police department? $500. All right, we'll wait. We'll just have to demo one of these buildings. Probably this one. And put a police department here. Yeah, we didn't have a single year in the red, though. So that's nice. Hear me out. Walled city within the island to keep the criminals in one spot. Where have I heard that before? Dude, these residentials here did not do jack and or shit. Oh, does it have a proven record of success? Even better. They're screaming for more residential, and I'm like, I gave you 3 right here. Do something with it. You fools. Oh, yeah, that's a fat fucking payday. Look at that. Dang. All right. Cool. All right, let's... Goodbye. There. We still just have the one fire department, by the way, in case you'd forgotten. A police headquarters. We'll sit on that. We don't need that just yet. I don't think, anyways. Oh, let's let it roll over to February so it'll update the map. We'll check the graph and see how we're looking for crime. It's still spicy up here. What the fuck? It has to be because it's just for some reason hasn't updated yet. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. All right, we got a hotbed right here. I can stick the police headquarters right here, and that should probably iron things out. Oh, goodness. Okay, they want residential. They want lots and lots residential. Shit. What's next? Y'all gonna want gerbs too? It's always something with these clowns. Actually, now that we have... this police headquarters here, this is actually a pretty solid place for some industry. And there'll be a little bit of overlap with that police department as well. Yeah, that worked out well. I can put some park here to act as like a pollution buffer. Oh yeah, it's all coming together nicely. What if I just did another line of park here, just as more pollution buffer? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm building a city, Yug. I guess that means, because I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do. I'll finish out SimCity tonight just to have it in the books, because there's not much left to do, and it would seem really silly to postpone finishing out like these last like 10% of the map like next week. That just seems frivolous. So I'll go ahead and rock out SimCity tonight. So that's done. And then I guess we will do Mystical Quest next week. I could bust out my old speedrun notes. But no, I don't. I'm not gonna. I don't feel like de-rusting a speed run. We'll play it casually. You know absolutely nothing about the game? The soundtrack is amazing. And the rest of it is a video game. And we found out today that the composer for Super R-Type was the composer for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So there's some fun trivia for you. $5,000 hairs. All in a row, ready to go. Just handing them out. A park buffer. Let's do 2 strips of park. And then let's do some residential. That sounds fun. That is a lot of houses. Oh my God. We are maxing out our budget every year. But that's what they say you gotta do, because if you don't use the whole budget, you don't get the entire budget the next year. It is really funny how well some of these areas have actually developed. Like up here, pristine, beautiful. Here's doing great. Like, look at all those joined buildings. It's crazy. Commercial districts are popping off. Our original high-rise is still here. That's super cool. This janky little disaster that I put here around this lake is awesome. That's done well since I built it. And it's built in such a way that none of these buildings can ever connect and become the high-profile buildings. A library! Yay! Worried about your incredibly random choice of location. Where did you pull 549 from? Is that your area code or some shit? Just press some numbers. Hell yeah. I will say, I don't know that this map, you could probably, if you really honed in, you probably could get this map to 500,000. There is technically an end. The game never really ends, but if you can get to 600,000, you get like a gold Mario statue or whatever, and Professor Wright like comes out and like bows to you. It's the closest thing that you get to rolling credits on the game, and some people could consider that the true win con. But in order to hit 600,000, like you have to play perfectly. And I think only certain maps can do it. I don't think every map is capable of hitting 600,000. And I don't know that this one would be able to, just because there's so much water. Because you can't do anything with water. Realistically, anyways. Yeah, there are meta maps, if you want to call them that you would play on if you really wanted to do, like, if you wanted to go for a 500k or 600k run. Which, hang on, since I'm literally just sitting here waiting on a paycheck, where my clips at? Shmoney! We got shmoney. Yeah, here it is. Copy link. What map did we do this on? 500,000! Give me the notification! Oh, I don't know if I can tell in the clip. Yes! Few people can reach and maintain a city of this size. Yeah, clip doesn't tell me. Dang. Dang. We did it in 1969, though. That's funny. I'm sure somebody made that joke while we were playing. God, yeah, they want everything. They want it all. They want everything. We're gonna do like just the weirdest land development ever. We're about to get real heckin' goofy with it. Oh, brownout. All right, in this case, because we're like literally at the end, and I don't care, I am gonna build a coal plant. Stick it right there. And a library. The library will go right there. Let's do another row of park. Yeah, something like that. I probably should just bulldoze these 3 and replace them with industry, because they're just literally not doing anything. That's what I'll do next cycle. Even again, it doesn't matter. We've hit the win con. I'm just doing a little check plus here. %, let's go. Nice. Fantissimo. Y'all been getting your money's worth out of me this year. Most of my streams have been 4 hours minimum. It's been average 4 to 6 this year. Is that what happens when you take requests rather than subject yourself to the cruel marble fate? Probably has something to do with it, yeah. The caliber of game has definitely been significantly higher, for sure. It's a combination of things, like that's probably like part of it. But also like people have been around. That definitely helps. I mean, just to be completely honest about the situation, like, you know. People are here, people are chatting, you know, it's a lot easier to keep going than when I'm just like sitting here talking to myself for, you know, long stretches. That, like, I have just actually been wanting to stream more. Life just... I mean, I cut my stream hours back for a reason, and it's because life did not allow me to stream like I used to. As you guys remember, you know, I used to stream 5 nights a week. I was a Monday to Friday Andy. But it just... I got too much going on. Was not able to keep that up, so I, you know, had to roll it back little by little. It went, you know, from 5 days down to 3 days, and then 3 days down to 1 day. And I still believe that was the correct choice. Like, that was a decision that I did not make lightly, but I knew that it was something that I absolutely needed to do, and I'm glad that I did. But there also is a part of me that's just like, man, I kind of wish I could stream more. And I'm doing the mental gymnastics to try and figure out like how to do that and not like overwhelm myself or cause any of my other things to go derelict, which is what's been nice, you know, like doing that multi-world with Willard was cool, because that, you know, gave me a whole extra day. I didn't fully intend on it being an entire day. That was kind of an accident, but happy accident, I guess. I think right now that will kind of like scratch that corner of my brain, as it were. Doing like a little more venti kind of stuff like that. A lot of words, I guess, to say that the one night a week is by necessity and not necessarily by choice. Intentionally staggering these out. Just to bust things up visually. Of course, now I'm realizing that I've connected them in a 3 column, so they can't. I can't connect any of these to road, but whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? It's fine. It's fine. We've already agreed on Kowloon 2. It's chill. I have to like fight myself not to min-max. It's really funny. Can't perfectly situate it, huh? No. Because that's not how squares work, dummy. A brownout already. Jesus. All right, fucking fine. Oh, do you need to hook coal up to the grid? Is it because I've always used nuclear? See if it still gives me the brownout notification. Yeah, it seems like it went. It's recreationally burning piles of coal on a peninsula not hooked up to the grid. Hey, you know, that's how we do it here in Damona, the Damona Islands. That's gonna push us out to 1937 to put down the final bits of the building, the final bits of the island, rather. Sorry. My urban planning ideas have been rejected so far. Granted, most of them have been crimes. We're gonna put greenery on the islands with the remaining budget for the year. Be Damon, do crime. A landfill. So when I said like mostly you can't do anything with water, you can get these landfills. They're not garbage dumps. It lets you reclaim 1 square of water with land. You fill with land. It's not a landfill. You fill with land. But there's only a finite amount of these that you can get. And they're kind of awkward to use. Because like, where is super beneficial to like plop down exactly 1 square of land? Hear me out, island in your high-rise lake. It's not letting me put it there! It's not letting me put it anywhere. Let me put the park down. It might be a budget thing. I might not have had enough money. Let me wait till next year and I'll try putting it down again. Because I was pretty sure that you could put it anywhere, that it was just water. I might have not had enough money. This city is a beautiful disaster. I love it. Come on, money. Give me that money. Give me the money. Money! Yay! Oh yeah, we are fucking rolling in it now. Alright, let's try this again. That's what it was. I didn't have enough money. What shall we build on the island of High Rise Lake? A casino. If I had one, I would. Unfortunately, those are gifts. Yeah, those are special buildings that you have to meet requirements to get. Swim to the roulette tables. We ain't got no boats. We do be simming cities. We're about done, Jake. We about to finish. Another landfill. Damon has been picking cursed locations to fill in water. Dude, SimCity SNES is awesome. Like, it's just legitimately good. No fake, no fake. There is beauty in its simplicity. Another landfill. I'm starting to get them because I've run out of those get awarded to you when you start running out of undeveloped land. But you only get so many before it just like hard cuts you off and says, nah. And I think I have hit the maximum because it's not giving me anymore. We're gonna put a fire department here. All right, yep, that is one covered ass island. We've got a couple of landfills we could plop down, but we have like nothing to put on them. Unless, let's see, we did, oh, over here. There we go. Little private residential island. Perfection. Hey, you know what? 67% public opinion. We take those. In the business, we take those. Oh, right. There's that weird thing that you can do. Yeah, where you can... This is the strangest thing in the game. You can look at your city in an isometric view. For some reason. Kinda neat that it's there, but also, like, why? It's like Kururin's tilted mode for SimCity. Would you like to look at your city at a 45-degree angle? Did we pay back our loan? We did! Hey! We paid back our loan. We've got 2/3 approval rating. We never had a single year in the red. That's a victory if I've ever seen one. And we did it all by 1937. Look at this beautiful disaster. All right, I gotta... Let's see. Yeah, we'll save. What counts as beating SimCity SNES? For me, there's a couple of different ways that you could do it. I've already done a 500,000 population playthrough, which would technically like be a victory condition. I've done that before, not as part of this challenge, but on this channel, I've already done that. So for me, it was getting to Metropolis, which is the stage we're in, and covering every tile, give or take, on this island with something. Whether it be park or like developed area. That's good enough for a win condition for me with this one. The city name was Damon-Ah. We are on the Damon-Ah Islands. But now I want to hear one of my favorite songs in the game. If you've ever watched an Author Blues stream, this is the song that he plays in his outro.